lesson here for St. Anne's Reel in the key of D. Now we're going to be working out of C position for this lesson / arrangement. And I've got two variations on the melody as well. So we'll go through the A part twice, and we'll go through the B part, and just manipulating and embellishing a couple of the measures along the way. I already do have a lesson for St. Anne's Reel in D position, or open D position. You can check that out. But again, here we're going to dive into St. Anne's Reel in C position. And if you want to access the full-length lesson, download all the tablature and the notation and the multi-speed backing tracks, click the link in the description below. All right, let's dive into the A part. So let's go ahead and put those first few measures on the screen, and let's break it down here. Of course, we're capo 2, working out of C position, sounding, though, the key of D, of course. So here's what the first 4.5 bars sound like. So got to pick up there on beat 4. So 1, 2, 3. All right, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So yeah, this is fairly straight ahead, kind of broken down melody here, and several different ways you can kind of, embellish or tweak little phrases here, and I've just got a couple different ways in this entire lesson here. So this is a lot of this is pretty common. That first pickup there, 1-3 on the B, and then we go to the open E. So 2 8th notes. And then a quarter note here, and then now a series of 8th notes there's a pull off in there, so really watch your pick direction here. Open, and then we're going to do open again. 1, pull, open, 3 on the B, 1 on the B, 2 on the G. Of course, down picks on downbeats, up picks on the ands, or the upbeats. And the other rule that you need to pay attention to is that hammer-ons and pull-offs take the place of a pick direction, okay? So when there's that pull-off in there, there could be a downstroke, but the pull-off takes, kind of wipes it away, so to speak. You could pick it as well. You could take that pull-off out and put in a downstroke there because it is a downbeat. And, but yes, those are the general rules for flat picking. And that sounds really connected in rings, right? The B and the E string are ringing as I go downward. Then I move on to measure 3 here, and pretty easy measure. Some quarter notes here, open G, and then 2 on the D twice, and those are downstrokes, okay? Because we got quarter notes, downbeats. 1, 2, 3, 2 8th notes here, open G. First fret G, and I'm going to chromatically walk into the melody in measure 4, 2nd fret G, and then 3 on the D twice, essentially outlining the F chord a little bit. Then 0, 2 on the G. Next measure changes chords back to the C, but the melody is on the G note. And then I'm going to play 3. Then 2, and then here's the kind of pickup back into the second half of this A part, essentially. 1, 3 on the B. So a few different ways you can kind of get to that E melody note right there. However you want to get there. Probably not like that, but and we will do it, another variation here down the line, but as long as you get to that E note. So if I put all 4 of those together, 4.5, they sound like this. 1, 2, 3. Moving on. then measure 10, I played that just wrong there, but in measure 10, essentially we're repeating the A because fiddle tunes go A, B, B. And you could repeat these 9 measures, right? 8, actually, technically. You could just repeat these 8 measures for the complete A part, but now, moving up into measure 10 and beyond is essentially that A variation, right? There's just some slight, variations, embellishments for the second time through the A. There's some similarities as well, and again, you can just do the first 8 bars. You can repeat that as well, if that makes sense. So, measure 8, again, we land on the high E, and then it's quarter note there, and then this is the same as measure 2 here. Okay, that's all the same. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then measure 7, open G, 2 on the D twice, and then 3 on the D, open G. So here's a little 8th note run starting, right, on the, and going to measure 8, 2 pull on the G, 2 0 pull, 3 on the D, 2 0 pull on the D, G string again, 3 on the D, 2, open D, and we'll land on the 3rd fret A, which is the C bass note essentially. So that measure exactly, in my pick direction, is going down, down, up, up, down, up, down. Now, if the pull-offs give you some trouble, okay, you can take those out, and now we just alternate pick every time in that measure. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But I noticed putting the pull-offs in the particular places that I have in this, in both variations here, it just seems to kind of be appropriate and have a little bit more of a fiddle-like feel, old-time fiddle feel. And so they are in there in specific places as I've kind of been taught. And yeah, that's kind of the deal with the hammer-ons and pull-offs. But again, you can take them out. You can there's definitely places to put things in, but trying to keep it beginner, all while still kind of, giving you some of that essence of a nice, true fiddle tune sound. Then measure 9, I land on that C bass note like I was saying. And I strum, down, up, down. And then 1, 3 on the B. And then again, it's picking up into the second half of the A. And it's going to start the same. So that's the same as measure 6 and measure 2. That's going to still stay the same. Then moving on. Finish differently. So again, just a few measures where we have a variation or an embellishment. Measure 11, open G, open D, hammer 2. Okay, that might be a little tricky. So, and then G, then B string 1st fret. Kind of a cross-picking like effect. Down, up, up, down. So watch your right hand. Then 0, 1 on the G. And then measure 12, 2 on the G, 3 on the D, quarter. Those are 2 quarter notes there. At 1, 2, and then here's the little 8th note run. 3, 2, pull to 0, back to 3. That measure exactly 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 13, open G, 3 on the D, open G, 2 on the D. So see, you kind of hear how that kind of rings over top of each other. resolve to that E note, okay? And then I pick back up into the second half with 1-3 on the B. Again, measure 14, we've already covered it. 15, we land on the open G, 2 on the D, and then 3, open G. So that's similar right there. Let me play those 5 in context. 1, 2, ready, go. And then here's the little ending here. That's just, again, slight variation from the first time. Then we'll get into the B part. That's the pickup. Measure 17, beat 4. That's the pickup into the B part. But let's check out there 16. I really like the way this sounds, and would be very appropriate for kind of representing the tune. But 2-0 pull on the G, 3 on the D, and then here we got to skip a string in the right hand and go to an upstroke on the first fret of the B. Pull to 0, play the open G, play the open B, 3 on the B. Okay, so that measure might be tricky. Again, go. Measure 17, land on 1 of the B, and then 1-3, back to 1. C, C, D, C, and then the pickup on the high E string. Okay. All right, so there's the A part, both variations. I'm gonna play through everything we just covered, okay, slowly, and you can play along. So here it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there it is. And if you want to access the rest of the lesson, the full length thing, download all the tablature, notation, multi-speed backing tracks, click the link in the description below, and we'll move on when you're ready.